Hi, everyone. Just giving some space for this amazing panel we had before. It was super good. Okay. So, yeah, it's difficult to compete with lunch, right? At this time of the day, you are more focusing on having a good food, a great food for Mumbai. So, hey means hi in Swedish, and I'm super happy to be here, to be back into this amazing city. And I'm coming so often to India now that at passport control, they don't say welcome to India. Now they say welcome back. It's always a great pleasure. And after this 15-20-minute session, I'd like you to learn three things. The first one is that Ingka Centers is a truly global retail real estate developer. Ingka Centers is a platform for innovation and co-creation. And maybe the third thing you can take with you is a few Swedish words. You never know when you have to use them. You can even put in your resume that you speak a little bit of Swedish. But before, I just want to entertain you with a 50 seconds video that shows who are we, who is Ingka Centers. So let's, oh, sorry, that was, maybe, okay. Here it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, repeat after me.
Like the video, has a good tempo, right? So this is who we are. And you don't see a lot of shopping centers there, right? So you are a real estate developer, just about people and movement and energy and life and communities. So that's what we are about. But let me just start with introducing this gentleman. Maybe some of you know him, or some of you don't know him. Mr. Ingvar. He was the founder of the Ikea business, the furniture retailer. Swedish gentleman. He's an amazing person. He's no longer with us. He passed away a few years ago. And he was a visionary. He was obsessed with what? Obsessed to create a business that could make an impact on people's lives. So that was his obsession. How can I create a business that really improves how people live, in this case, how people live life at home. And he would spend hours and hours in the stores, in the logistics centers, talking to employees, co-workers, talking to customers. And there is this small anecdote where in an opening of an IKEA store in Sweden, the first day, the store was super packed. Ingvar was there. He was, around looking at people's faces, looking at the co-workers running, trying to serve the customers. And then he stands at the cash line, trying to help one of the co-workers that was working at the cash line, at cashier, trying to help him with packing things, helping customers. And then there is a mother and a son that comes with the products to pay for those products. And the mother starts, carefully educating the son. Say, look, son, if you don't study at school, if you don't do your homework, you'll end up like this old man working at the cash line of a store for the rest of your life. And Ingvar gave a very nice smile to the boy, like saying, you better study. That's how he was. He was the owner of the company, but he was there talking to the people, looking at their reactions, how they would interact with the products. So that's Ingvar, a huge legacy. And everything started in 1943 in Sweden. This is the first store. Well, you can say that for the size of the store, you wanted to keep rental costs low, right? And also operational costs. But that's how everything started. And then 30 years later, also in Sweden, it was a huge store, oversized store. And Ingvar was thinking, how can we make use of the space? We have too much space. So he started inviting other retailers to join, to be neighbor to Ikea. So that's how everything started about doing shopping centers. So I have other retailers with Ikea. So that is 50 years ago. That's when Ingka Center's business started. So it is a long way. And today, we are in 13 countries. We have these Ikea-Anchored, vibrant spaces where you can shop, eat, play, work. From San Francisco in US to Paris, from Shanghai to London. That's why I said at the very beginning, we are truly a global player, and soon will be in India as well. And just to share with you our most recent grand opening, a huge success. And this is Liva Xi'an, 125,000 square meters, 400 stores, dozens of restaurants, 25% of the GLA with leisure, with entertainment, anything you can think of. It's massive. And it's an amazing success today, already, after 15 days of grand opening. And it's more than a shopping center. Even before it opened, it started to be a community place. It started to work with the local sub-communities, with the local groups. Are you passionate about cycling? Come here, let's organize something for the community. You're passionate about skating, you're passionate about Tai Chi, you're passionate about so many other things. This is your place. This is a place for the community. And that's what our meeting places are. Retail lab, but they're places for the community. So this is even before the grand opening. And then, of course, it's also the core is the retail, right? It's IKEA stores, but it's also the other partners. Out of the 400, 254, they are in this city, this huge city, with their, some of them the first time in Xi'an, some of them the first time in the net part of the country, some of them in their flagship formats, with special concepts. We really incentivize our partners to focus on how can they be in their best version when it comes to sustainability, when it comes to community engagement. So we're really making a difference in that market. In 4 days, we got 1 million visitors. 1 million visitors and 200,000 loyalty members to our loyalty scheme membership. And this is not just showing that it is an amazing place for shopping. It's a place for the communities where people, they feel this sense of belonging. And this is translated in amazing business for our partners, right? Because at the end of the day, we need also to make sure that those that are with us, they're happy with their performance. And of course, why I was showing this in Xi'an is also we want to do the same thing in India, in all our projects in India, and specifically in Gurugram, where we want to infuse Gurugram with unique spaces and experiences. We want to bring here our vision and our approach, which is to create vibrant spaces for the local community. That's what we want to do also here. Is a place, is for the people, is community-centric. But let me share with you, because maybe that's, I can talk about the Gurugram project, it's nice, it's beautiful, but I'd like to share with you is what are we doing around the world that is different, that is maybe a bit innovative. And start with eat. What the image you see here is our food hall. We opened a couple of months ago in San Francisco, in California, US. It's our own food hall. We have designed it, we have curated the space, and is already today, and you know San Francisco, you might know San Francisco is a city, is going through some struggles, and we have created in downtown San Francisco a new destination, a new landmark. When people are a bit skeptic about San Francisco, we are investing there. We've done our food hall. It's not only about the food, but it's also about communities, about a cooking school that is working permanently. It's focused on plant-based food. And that is why I wanted to do something that is reflecting what we believe in, according to our manifesto. So we have gathered around cuisines from around the world with local chefs, local people, and it's becoming an exciting place in downtown San Francisco. This is our operation. Retail, as I said, we want to partner with the best local and the best international retailers, of course, in our meeting places. But this is something different, what I'm showing here. I'm bringing here two examples of co-creation, co-development. The first one, Atelier 100, in the top and bottom left, is a co-development with H&M brand and Ingka Group. So this is a concept to welcome designers in London, manufacturers, makers. It's with an approach of hyper-local, sustainable. And we have done this in one of our meeting places in London. So the co-creation with H&M. Then on the right side, this is Circuit, the home of circle choices. So this is also a concept that we started in Stockholm, in Sweden. We are now rolling out in other locations. So we curate this space. It's all about circular choices, about repair, recycle, reuse, swap, pass on, things that you don't use anymore. It's about giving a space for the local people to embark in this journey of circularity. So this is a 700 square meters unit that we run this space. We create this space. So once again, it's not just to have the big brands around from the world and the local brands, but it's also how can we be a home for innovation, for co-creation, for co-development. Work, of course, is a big component nowadays of mixed-use developments. And what I'm showing here is our own concept, a workshop of flexible working space. We have this in Stockholm, San Francisco, in Paris soon, a place for freelancers, for big companies that are looking for flexible space. Is also co-developed with the Ikea business. It's based on Ikea design principles, inspiring, playful. It's a great space, inspiring space for those that want to work out of the office or out of home. And the fourth component is the play component. You know, you can go back home with a shopping bag and you feel happy, right? You feel happy you bought something that you were, wishing for. You've been saving for that eventually, or you bought something that you wanted to give as a gift, right? But the best thing you can bring home is the smiles of your kids. That's priceless, They spend an amazing day at this meeting place. And they come back home, they are happy, and you are happy. You gave them something, gave them some time of quality time. As I said, and Xian is an example, we dedicate a big part of our shopping centers is to the leisure, the cultural, the entertainment, playtainment, all these components. And we even have our own supervised play areas where parents can leave the kids, where they have great time. They can leave the kids there, they can go shopping. In Europe, for example, we have these supervised play areas in partnership with Lego. It's Lego branded. In other locations, we have our own fully designed and developed spaces. So this is about creating memories, creating great time for the families. Yeah, and then we go back to Lycklig, Gurugram. So I promise you, you learn a few words in Swedish. You've learned hey inside. Lycklig, well, it's coming from the Swedish word lycklig, which means happy. And Lycklig Gurugram then intends to be this vibrant place in Gurugram where we will promote the well-being, the joy. We will inspire people, we'll inspire communities. As I said, we are people-oriented, but we are community-centric. So that's the ambition with Lycklig Gurugram. And it's an amazing project with innovative spaces, F&B, leisure, entertainment, edutainment, all those components, and offices, a very impressive space of 25,000 square meters of office space atop of the retail area, connected to the F&B, connected to this very nice outdoor garden, and of course, with our Ikea store, a 25,000 square meters Ikea store, that everyone in that part of India is waiting for to come. And yeah, as I said once again, our aspiration and our commitment is more than an aspiration, is a commitment, is to build spaces that are transformative in the sense of, to give the communities a place to engage, to socialize, to show what they care for, to show what it's important for them. And some of these spaces you see here in Gurugram is about that. It's giving quality spaces for the people, to promote the joy, the well-being, while you can eat, play, work, and shop at our meeting places. And I could not close this presentation without talking about sustainability, something that many of developers are taking extremely serious. We as well, we are passionate about this topic. The Ingka group, Ikea-Retail, and we Ingka Centers as a retail real estate developer. It's about the way you take care of the planet, about the selection you do of your partners, but it's also about the building. It's about we have this pre-certification LEED Platinum pre-certification, but it's more than certification. It's about real actions. It's about the energy efficiency. It's about the waste treatment. It's about how you empower women with skill developments. It's about mobility, and that is something that is very much embodied in our projects. So just to wrap up this presentation on Ingka Centers and our ambition around the world and also in India. Our founder, the gentleman you saw in the third or fourth slide, used to say most things remain undone. Meaning we feel like we've been doing a lot of things. We are in this journey about how can we innovate with the retailers, with other partners, how can co-create, but so many things can still be done. And that's our, the way we are in this business is be open to many other people out there that have great ideas, have great people with great skills, and you can come to us, say, hey, you know what, why don't we do this together? I mean, we have something amazing idea we could do with you guys, and you are so open for that, right? Because once again, a lot of things still need to be invented or reinvented. And so a glorious future for all of you, for all of us, and enjoy the rest of the session. And thank you so much for your attention.